Let's come over here and don't do the millennial pause. So, all right, everyone, welcome to the first ever Coach's Corner. I'm Brent Summers, head coach of swimming here at Willamette University. Sydney's sitting off to the side right there, trying to stay quiet. Yeah, Coach's Corner. This is something that I wanted to do for a little bit now, just have not got around to doing it. But I figured this would be a weekly segment during the season where Sydney or I kind of check in about what we thought about the previous week, kind of looking forward into the week. Only gonna probably have a couple of these before we go on to our winter break, but still. So starting off with our last two meets against George Fox and Pacific Lutheran. The men swam really well, came out of that with two losses, but a lot of that is due to the fact that we don't have a ton of men, right? And so in a dual meet format, it's really hard to just accumulate points when you've got that. But our men swam really well. I was really excited with them. Kind of big shots to Kalalapa, dropping a 00 in his 100 breast, kind of right on his conference time. So might have to reevaluate his goals for this year. But again, just the men swam really well. Ethan Davies swam really well this last weekend. And, you know, against Pacific Lutheran, we swam off distance events. And so just trying to figure out what that was like as we get ready for full normal distance this weekend against Whitman and Whitworth. The women split the weekend with the win against George Fox and taking a close loss to Pacific Lutheran. Again, congrats to Pacific Lutheran. They swam really well. But I think our women swam really well. We swam pretty lights out on Friday with the short format, and our hundreds were looking really good. The mile was looking great. 400 IM. Pretty good overall. I think there's some things to clean up, but that's okay. You know, still a long season to go. Against Pacific Lutheran, again, off-distance events. Overall, swam well. It's our first time going longer than hundreds, really. I think there's some room for improvement on both the men's and women's side. This is not like a women's team specific thing, but yeah, I was really happy with ultimately how they swam. You know, kind of looking overall, what do I think about this past weekend? I think Sydney and I need to figure out how we can make sure we're prepping them for day two, maybe a little bit better. Maybe we gave them a little too much autonomy with their warm up. And I think it's also talking to them, right? About like, it's not just what you do that morning. It's about what did you do the night before? You know, after our meet on Friday, how quickly did you go to bed? How much did you get? Were you able to rehydrate, refuel? And then Saturday morning too, right? Like, what did you do all morning? Did you just lay around? Were you active or not? Because it was a Saturday afternoon start time. But again, overall, I think we swam really well. Looking forward to this weekend against Whitworth and Whitman. We'll be short format against Whitworth, so hundreds. Again, short relays, the mile, the 400 IM. And against Whitworth will be our first time going 200s of stroke, 200 IM, and then the 1,000, and then the normal freestyle events. Really excited. I know there'll be tough meets for us. Whitworth, reigning men's conference champions, very deep again this year. You know, they're always a tough meet to swim, but I really enjoy swimming the Pirates. On the women's side, they've gotten better since last year. And so again, I think it'll be a good test for us on the women to see where we're at as we hope to make some noise come February. Saturday against Whitman, again, long format. First time for us doing that. We'll see. I think doing the 150s last weekend will be a good transition for us moving up into the 200s. Whitman men, they finished second last year. Again, they're very strong, very deep. Again, it'll be another tough meet for our men, but I think we'll have some good swims there. And then with the women, again, Whitman, reigning conference champions, so they're always good, always a tough match. But I think we can match up pretty well with them, and we'll see where we can go in a duel. Overall, I think it'll be a long weekend, right? Lots of driving for us, but that's okay. But yeah, just really looking forward to it. So yeah, that's kind of last weekend and looking forward to this weekend. We'll be back next Monday. Hopefully, I can convince myself to stay on track with that, with the recap of the Wits and then a preview look at Bruin, which will be our mid-season invite. And then we'll do a short recap after Bruin, and then we'll be off for the next little bit and there. So yeah, and then just one more quick thing. Congratulations to our triathletes who are dual sport athletes with us. Kalima, Natalie, Sophie, Abby, and Ella. Great job at Nationals. Congratulations to Sophie, Ella, and Abby on getting All-American. As you can see, Ella and Abby so graciously signed some pieces of paper for us and brought them to the office. Sophie, still waiting on yours. But anyway, thanks for listening. Go Bearcats. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.